Which is it?
Charlie or saxophone?
I'm gonna say that's a blue saxophone.
You're so right. It is.
Oh!
All right, everyone, gather round. The show's about to start. Take a seat, take a seat. Listen, everybody, it's time for Devon Show. Listen, everybody, it's time for my show. If you have to go to the bathroom, I feel like you missed out. Don't miss a second of my show. Will there be shows? Yes. Will there be guests? Sure. Will there be fun? I don't know, man. It's time for the show. Listen, everybody, it's time for Devon Show. Listen, everybody, it's time for my show. If you had to go to the bathroom, I feel like you missed out. Don't miss a second of my show.
Hi! Hello! It's me again, and it's a Thursday, and I'm on the internet. Hi, hello, Joe, Arsenic, Chowsand is here, bunch of people I already like are here, and which is cool, because, oh, look at all those new emotes that Jocelyn made. Hi, Emily, how are you? Welcome, everyone, to the show. You could be watching Games Done Quick right now, but you're not. And that is great. What's up, Banana Suit? How you doing? I'm Devon. I think that's pretty implied with all of the shrine to myself of this internet thing. But we're not here to talk about me this evening. We're here to talk to somebody more successful and more likable. And that's the point. That's why you do these things. You get a kind of likable person, and then you put a much more likable person with them, and then it actually just raises my likability. It's a long con. But this person is Charlie Saxton, who has been in Trollhunters and Hung and is in a really great band that had an EP that came out this year in April called For the Kids. The band is called Much Better. I'm gonna drop the link right now one more again in the chat. It's like I don't know. It's like it's got this nice Midwest emo feel. It has a little bit of the thermals, and then it's kind of got like some cool octave pedal leads, and it's got a nice energy. I like the way it's recorded. I don't really need to keep talking about it. We can talk about it with the person that made it. So without further ado, and I do too, it's Charlie Saxton!
Hey!
Hi, hello!
Hey, Devon.
Welcome
Thank you.
to
Thank
the
you for
show.
having me.
Thank you
so
for
much.
coming to this big dumb thing.
This big dumb thing is super fun. I
That's
appreciate
right.
you for having me.
Zachman 2091 knows who you are. That's great.
Yeah.
How have you been? How are you doing given all this?
Let me take a sip of whiskey first.
Yeah, whisk it up. Get whiskey.
No, I've been okay. It's been a weird, interesting year for everybody. But I think, like most people, I've been taking the time to try out other things that I normally wouldn't have done if there weren't being forced to be locked inside my apartment for ever. So I'm quite enjoying the self-exploration of it all and the things that I'm learning about myself. But mostly I'm just playing video games and farting around.
Sick.
How are you?
Well, this exists out of the insanity of the mind, essentially. I don't know. It's gotten worse, so I haven't been hanging out as much with anybody. Like, I used to have, like, a bubble. Now I'm like, I don't fucking trust that bubble. Like, get that bubble away from me.
No bubbles.
So, like, basically the whole doing the remote music thing has worked, but we're done a lot of it. And so now it's like, what are we going to practice? What are we practicing for? We're not playing anything.
Yeah.
So... yeah, it's been a lot of live streaming, a lot of video games, embarrassingly enough, and a lot.
No, this whole production is fantastic. So
thank
good for you.
It's very easy and not complicated. It's just you put enough dumb shit in front of people, they get instantly impressed. I
couldn't disagree with you more. I tried setting up a Twitch yesterday just to see, what it was like, and I couldn't feel more disconnected from technology. I was like, what am I doing? I thought I had a grip on this. Like, I got the equipment, but so mad props to you for putting it all together.
It's okay. As I was saying to you before, it was a lot of young people going, you're not doing this right. And then a bunch of other real Twitch streamers who were like, you're not doing this right.
I have a feeling we're going to be getting some of that today as well, but that's okay.
I think so, given how the test run went for Tony Hawk.
Oh my goodness,
it's a lot more complicated to play together than it looks.
Yeah, back in my day, we had a Nintendo 64, and you sat next to each other, and that's how you played. That was terrible.
You got Every Show Joe is commenting on your Mick Foley. You are a big wrestling fan.
I am a huge wrestling fan. Yeah, Mick Foley's probably one of my favorite wrestlers. This is one of my most prized possessions. My signed, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, we got it.
It says, "To Charlie, love the show."
Oh, sorry, we did a whole thing. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Did you go to like a signing?
No, a buddy of mine, my buddy Jonathan Pinkowski, he runs ringsidecollectibles.com, and every year they have this festival. Yeah, shout out Ringside Collectibles. And he so graciously got me this autographed picture of Mick Foley, who I had no idea was a fan of Hung at the time. So that was a lovely surprise to see.
What a nice thing.
Yeah, it's one of my most prized possessions
of doing things that people like, and then you get to get these like wacky hookups. That's like it's a perk. I would call this said perk. You know? Oh,
like,
shut up!
No, because I was thinking about it earlier. Like I remember it was like 2009, and this band just like wouldn't stop DMing me on Twitter called Direct Hit, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I don't know who these people are. And I listened to Snickers or Reese's, and I was like, whoa, this is fantastic. Yeah, I'm thankful for the internet and art and perks and
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you starred in our Pain and Brains video.
I did, yeah.
That's so that I woke up today after like cutting a bunch of stuff together. Oh, what up, Shannon Sketches? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, it was like I had done all this editing before of like clips I found of you, and then I woke up and someone made a post on Twitter, and I forgot you were in the goddamn video. I was just like, that should have been my like lifeline. All the footage should have been from that, not from the Side One Dummy stand-up special you did. It was.
No, I love the whole compilation that you made.
Awesome. I wanted to find the stuff that I didn't think could get me in trouble. So sorry, there's no Trollhunters, but I ain't going up against Netflix.
No,
I don't have that kind of money.
No problem. Understandable.
But yeah, we've been at least of knowing each other and of knowing of each other for 100 years now.
A very long time.
Thanks for
over a
liking
decade.
the band that I do too. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But let's talk about Much Better.
Yeah.
I like to pretend that I like to play interviewer when I do this.
I love it.
I like the way it's recorded. It has a very big room sound. It's got this kind of garagey vibe to it. Was it recorded in a garage? Did you engineer it to sound as such?
Thank you. Yeah, so we recorded most of it live all together in one room.
Nice.
Our producer engineer is this awesome guy named Adam Lazis, who is like the godfather of indie rock. He was behind Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's done Godspeed You Black Emperor. He's done like all of these like crazy 90s bands. But me and Tim Joe, who is the bass player and co-songwriter and Much Better, we met him from doing this movie called Band Slam many moons ago, where we were in a ska band together, amazingly enough. So we met Adam through that, and ever since then, we were always like, we want to record with him again because we had such a good time playing the music in the movie and recording with Adam. And so Adam just so happened to open up his own studio in California, and we were like the second band to go in and record. Gorgeous, big, nice studio.
Nice.
But yeah, we prefer all recording together and then going in and punching in little things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, no click track because, we say it's more punk rock, but it's just so much harder to do it to a click track. So,
it's necessity at that point. Yeah, it's like,
exactly,
it's punk rock, and don't even think about bringing it around. Yeah.
No, yeah, it has nothing to do with my lack of skill or talent. It's all about raw energy, man.
But it captures that raw energy really good on that EP. I think.
Thank you very
it's got
much.
A really cool. Yeah, I guess I've been wrestling with it because it's like I do definitely hear like a Thermals-esque kind of thing, and then I know you like the Wonder Years, so I kind of hear that storytelling similarity in it. but it's also got really cool breakdowns. I think it's Leftovers has that breakdown that I fucking love.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. Funnily enough, Direct Hit was definitely a big punk rock influence going into the overall sound for Much Better, because it's just like, you know, that chaotic, melodic, high energy, like catchy, but still kind of tongue in cheek in your face, you know, spirit of it all.
Cool. Thank you. You don't have to say the check's in the mail, but you don't have to say
Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.
Oh wait, your Bandcamp logo says that it was designed by Neil Wayne. Is that the same Neil Wayne of the Bomb Pops?
It is the same Neil Wayne of the Bomb Pops. Yeah, he designed our logo. Yeah.
Course. Well, I know you guys know each other, but Neil is delightful.
Yeah, I love Neil. He's great.
What? How was that video shoot, by the way? It must have been the easiest video shoot with Direct Hit, given we weren't there.
It was so much fun. Yeah, thank God we don't have to deal with you assholes.
We're just really easily distracted, and we don't like being on camera because we're musicians, and acting is really hard, and it takes a lot of time, and no one tells you that until you make a nice music video, and then I get upset. So kudos to you,
thank you
for that. But yeah, how was that whole thing?
It was so much fun. It was directed by Mike Kinchinella. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name, buddy. Yeah. He is the lead singer of, oh my God, I'm forgetting his Murdered Death. Oh, fuck, that's not his band's name. But oh God, I am feeling like such a bad friend right now. It was just so much fun because Murderland. There it is. There it is. Yeah, Polly from the Bomb Pops. Yeah, but so it was so much fun because it was just like LA punk rock kids literally in a garage making a music video, but it felt a little more, I don't know, higher budget because there was actual sets and like there was green screen set up.
Yeah.
You know, it was so,
fucking great.
It was so much fun, man.
Excellent
and you know,
video.
The whole
nothing to do with it. The best thing that we just get shit on at the end, so that's good.
Yeah, totally, literally shit on. It was a big party, you know. It was just super fun.
Did you get to watch the rigging of the shit hose?
I think I had left at that point. I think I missed the actual the rigging of the shit hose.
No,
but
good move. Okay, so. Let's see. Did I get everything about Much Better? What's the plan for the future? Has Much Better toured a lot? Have you guys been able to get a lot of touring in?
That you know, unfortunately, that was going to be the big push and plan with this new EP that we were super proud of. You know, our previous releases were kind of like, "Hey, we're a band," and this EP was
Christmas
like,
thing. You had a couple of
yeah. But this EP was really like, "Hey, we're much better. This is our sound. This is, you know, who we are," and we were super excited to get that out there. And then. This happened.
All of this.
Yeah, so we're really hoping that whenever it is safe enough to do so, we would love to just get out there and get playing. But you know, a lot of the Los Angeles local spots were our home, like the 5-Star Bar, the Redwood. We played Whiskey A Go Go once with Chodo Ghetto, Chris Candy's band.
Oh, nice! Fuck yeah!
That was a lot of fun. It was my birthday too, so that was a particularly awesome show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. That's definitely the, you know, I'm sure we're not the only ones that when this is all over, all we want to do is just get back to playing shows. So
yeah, no, it's kind of like my favorite thing to do, and it's a bummer. It's like the thing I do the most.
Yeah, I can't even. Yeah, it's like it's
no different, I think, for anybody else. Like even if you still have a job through this or whatever. You're still not living a normal life. I say it every time. It's like we can't compare our grief and all this shit because it's all bad. Nobody right now is killing it except for Elon Musk, who just became the richest dude.
Woof.
Yeah. Uber woof.
Uber woof.
No, I hope to see you guys out there after this EP. It's really friggin' great. I really like it.
Man,
and I keep spamming it in the chat. It's at the bottom of the screen, the little cover. So, you're from Pennsylvania. You're the third guest in a row from Pennsylvania.
Oh, no
I know.
shit.
We were from an hour apart from each other, so I've been asking the same questions of each Pennsylvania person, starting with, what's your favorite tasty cake, if you have one?
Okay. I'm classic. I like the butterscotch crumpets.
Oh, my God, that's my favorite. Yes!
Yeah, they're so good. They're
Woo!
They're
I
simple,
have those
they're
shipped
sweet.
in to me.
Yeah.
I need those.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've been near a Wawa for the first time in like a decade, and I've just been inhaling tasty cakes.
Yeah, I'm very jealous. They always look better when they're on the rack and like they're wet inside of the packaging for some reason.
That little condensation from the oil from the wrapper just lets you know
From
it's been sitting
the
there for a
manufacturing
little
block
bit.
that they came from. Yeah, no, they are awesome. I guess I usually ask this for touring bands, but it's a good one for people from Pennsylvania. Favorite regional gas station chain? Where do you love to stop when you're out on the road?
Man, I'm a Wawa loyalist through and through.
All day. Are we best friends?
I think so, Devin. I think we have.
Not to do that trope, but either way, yeah, that's the best. That's the right answer. You are correct.
I concur. Sheets is fine.
Hershey?
I'll give Sheets. They have carpets. That's all I'll say. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah,
sometimes
I don't want
you
a
like
carpet.
that.
So much stuff lives in those carpet, and the people that go through there all day, all night. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Carpet is like the worst. Let's see. What was the other? Oh, Hershey Park. Have you been to Hershey Park?
Have I been to Hershey Park? Oh my gosh. That was like the field trip every year in elementary school because I went to a very small school. It was like, hey, kid, like, this is where we're going. And I'm like, yeah, let's
Get
go.
your ass in the bus.
again.
You're going to get sick. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But everything just, that whole town smells like chocolate. It's insane.
Yeah, we had Kaylin West from Tiny Stills, a great band on here, and she lives in Hershey. That was her first job. They mulch all of the chocolate, cocoa beans or whatever, and then use it around town so that it also enhances the smell.
That's fantastic. I will say though, when I was younger, they would give full-size candy bars at the end of the Hershey tour.
Yep.
Now I hear the downsides to the fun size, and it's like,
What
I get
the
it.
fuck?
I know.
They make you sit
tight.
under a heat lamp. They make you literally sweat.
I
There is
forgot
no
about that.
reason they shouldn't give you a reward. They threaten to cook you, for Christ's sake.
Oh my God.
It's a nightmare. Yes.
Good old Hershey
thank you,
Park.
John Corgi, for the excellent emote. Okay, so have you done the Utz tour, the Utz Chip Factory tour?
Ooh, I don't think I've done the Utz tour.
Okay, that was
actually.
another one. That's one that they throw you in a bus and go, this is something that you're gonna fucking.
Is the
like,
factory
kid.
in Philadelphia or where's the factory?
It's in some suburb by like a river. That's what I remember. And I was also a very dumb kid and don't remember. My childhood is kind of a blur. I'm just like, I was just kind of shuffled places within the greater Pennsylvania area.
I knew when it was hot, I knew when I was wet, and that was about it.
And if I was both, enough.
Lord help
Couldn't
me.
do it.
Yeah.
All right, so I've kind of warped the tour questions into trying to get. Big Reg said, thanks for the follow. You're 2% cooler. You're pretty cool already. 2% is a big hike when you were already pretty cool.
Big Reg.
Big Reg, honk honk. Okay, that was stupid. So I'm trying to morph the tour questions into someone who is a professional actor like yourself. Cool. Do you have a moment where you just kind of that stands out in your mind of like a what the fuck or like a why is this happening reality at a catering table? Happens a lot at music festivals. I ran into Connor Oberst, very drunk once, and I have a picture of him with my arm around him and his eyes are shut and he looks dismayed and I'm holding a plate of food and smiling at the biggest I've ever smiled.
Oh my God.
So you got anything like that in that whole acting realm?
As far as catering goes, nothing like that because, it's a little bit different. I'm sure, like, you're on a tour and catering is just like everyone just kind of goes.
The mess hall, yeah.
It's the mess hall. Yeah, I've been to the Warped Tour. It's a mess hall, yeah.
Yeah.
On acting set, it's kind of like the one glimmer of happiness for some people throughout the day because they're working so hard and it's just such a stressful situation that like the food is always usually really good but people kind of just go and like keep to themselves. It's interesting. It's kind of like a high school cafeteria where like you have the cliques, you have like the hair and the makeup department sits by themselves, the lighting department sits by themselves, the camera department sits by themselves.
Everybody who already spends 18-hour days together.
Yeah. But it's it's nice. I will say though that like if you get on a production that has really good food, it's an absolute game changer. It lifts everybody's spirits tenfold.
What's the best catering you've ever had, and what production?
Oh man, Hung had some pretty badass catering. One thing that just sticks out in my mind was it was the first time I had ever had like a Thai peanut sauce, and I was just like addicted to it. I would go, and I was still a teenager living on my own, but I was doing, an HBO production. So like I would eat my lunch and then I would go to the back of the line and I would get a to-go box and I would just like dump like whatever I could.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my dinner for the next 2 days.
You're still a grubby little punk. I get it.
You know what?
You gotta steal the
never
food.
know when I'm getting this pad thai again.
Yeah, we clear out every venue if our rider is even closely fulfilled and we didn't use it. It's like put it in the car. Put it in the car.
Yeah.
Like
take it.
Yeah,
take
this
it.
is ours. Yeah, we've earned this.
Betas had really good catering because they had that Amazon money, baby.
I was gonna say I thought the HBO money would have been like the catering city.
Well, that's the thing is they were both equally good. I'm not knocking either one, but they're both top tier.
I remind you, we're on an Amazon platform right now.
Oh dear, streaming on Prime. Sets always make a really good sausage gravy, that like you put on top of biscuits. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Okay. So I was on 2 episodes of Hawaii Five-0 and so sick. Like
so sick, dude.
They fly you out to Hawaii. Like it was legitimate. It was like working on vacation. It was so cool. But anyway, I digress. Cool. The catering was phenomenal because it's legitimate, authentic food. And for breakfast every morning, they would have Spam fried rice, and it was just the best and the worst way to start your day because, like, it was so delicious and hearty and filling, but, like, 2 minutes later, you're hitting the bathroom. It was awesome.
Which brings me to the altered question that I often ask of, like, what's your worst poop experience on tour? What's your worst poop experience on set?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Great question. So, I in buses, it's a huge no-no. You do not go number 2. Like,
no, that doesn't grind. It doesn't grind it. You got to poop in a bag.
In a bag. Yikes. In trailers, you can do number 2s. It's able to, process it. However, those still have to be emptied out and cleaned out. So someone is still responsible for the upkeep.
You're sick, yeah.
Unfortunately. And there was one situation where I got a trailer that hadn't been cleaned, who I have no idea how long, because I think it was like the first day of this production. So the trailer could have just been sitting on a lot for like a month. But it was a very hot day. And the overwhelming smell of people, of human, of just, it was just awful.
That's fantastic. I think it's part of everybody's work environment, and
everybody poops.
Yeah, I love hearing about it. It's like it's my weird go-to at parties for some reason, and sometimes you get the craziest stories. Some people don't like answering it.
It is funny too because sometimes on a set you share the trailers. There's like different compartments, but there's always bathrooms in every compartment, and when you use them, you push down this pedal. And like it makes this loud noise,
yeah.
The walls are so thin in trailers that you can always hear when someone's like flushing, and like if you hear someone pressing down on that pedal like multiple times, it's like man, they're struggling.
I have so many questions that just stem from that. Who do you think? Do you have like? No, I know you probably shouldn't. But, like, have you ever been, like, bunked with somebody that was, like, notable enough where you're like, that dude shits. That dude's having a rough shit day. Or
I couldn't even tell you who or what, but there were moments where I would feel very bad for someone because it was just like, oh, man, you can tell it's like, and then, you hear, like, come on. And when I say other people, I'm talking about myself. Like, this is all
I say,
me.
oh my God, Charlie, you've done it
What are
again.
you
You've done it again. And it's like,
again.
whoa. Yeah. I want to congratulate you on Trollhunters. It looks like it's a big success.
you.
You're doing another movie.
Yeah, it's been
great.
a crazy. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a wild
really entertaining.
experience. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
We Trollhunters itself was 52 episodes, and then the first spin-off off of it was Three Below, and then the second spin-off off of that was Wizards, and Wizards just came out, and then it was just announced that Trollhunters Rise of the Titans, the first official movie in the Tales of Arcadia universe.
Congratulations.
Will be dropping soon. Thank you very
So
much.
sick,
Yeah, it's very
dude. Hell
exciting. Yeah.
How do you as from I mean, we go into booths too, I suppose, musicians, but what is it like having to be a different person? I guess it might not be too different. You're kind of an exaggerated version of yourself when you're singing in a band. But
Yeah.
how do you disappear into the Toby when there's a bunch of people in another room and you got to go to a different place? What is, from an uneducated musician who can't lay still on camera, how do you do it?
Well, like you were saying, Toby is kind of just like a heightened version of myself. Like, you know, I really don't have to do too much depth or, like, you know, research going into
You're
it.
not in the method for 2 weeks before.
Yeah, you know, I kind of just make my voice a little bit higher. I take my shoes off, so I'm really comfortable, and I'm like
Nice.
jumping around. I can
Interesting
make
little tidbit. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, but you know, it's been almost 7 years now where I've been playing the character. So I have a strong sense of who he is, as well as the writers and the directors and everyone else that works on the show. So sometimes Rodrigo Blas, who was the head showrunner of Trollhunters, all he'll have to say is like, Toby it up a little bit. Let's give him more Toby, or, you know, a little less Toby. And it's just one of those weird things where, you know, when you're in a band, you guys just have your own language together where you just know what the other person means by saying absolute nonsense, which I think is just a fun, cool, deeply human, connective kind of spiritual thing. I don't know. I could go all day about human connections. But
you don't have, there's no, why would you stop? What rules do we have? We're not meeting any standards here.
It is fun. It is a little challenging though, because a lot of the times I'm not reacting off of anyone or talking to anyone. Whereas, you know, with live action acting, it really is the old trope is acting is reacting, and it's totally true because you're naturally reacting to what someone else is doing. But so when you're kind of just staring at a music stand with the script, it gets a little tough. But then on the flip side of that, the possibilities are infinite. Like you could say anything that you want. And if it's funny enough, like there have been some instances where an improvised line that I just kind of pulled out of my butt was then hundreds of people were forced to then reanimate to that line. You know what I mean? I made lives very difficult for a lot of people. So, but it's just something kind of cool that, you know, in animation, you're like, oh yeah, it's
probably very expensive to be funny off the cuff in animation.
Yeah. And the working for Guillermo del Toro is like, he's a genius, so he knows what he wants, and
big fan.
He is just.
I want to punish you about it. I really, really do.
Please.
He was part of the best video game ever made. If we're gonna round it all back to the video game side of this, PT with Kojima is the best piece of digital art I've ever played in my entire life. I know he's had failed video games in the past, and I wish I could know what they were like. What is it like working with someone who's just so? What was it like? What is the man like? What is your relationship? Is it like a lot of things where maybe it's just professional and you only see him in passing because you're part of a big machine, or do you get you're one of the main characters? Do you get the time to know?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. I will say first and foremost, he is just the sweetest man you will ever meet. Just so kind and so gentle, but also just such a strong presence, you know. He
a bear man,
a bear of
yeah.
a man, but he's just
but
so
gentle in a way.
but genius. Like, you know, I it's just he's just the greatest. I'll never forget the first day of shooting or recording the show. He was there, and it was kind of just like, oh man. And I hadn't met him throughout the audition process. I auditioned with Rodrigo, and they would send the tapes off to him.
Yeah.
But so the first day, you know, I was super nervous, and he's like, "You're really funny." And he's like, "How long have you been a comedian?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm not a comedian. I'm an actor. Does he think I'm a stand-up comedian? Does he think he hired the wrong guy?" Like like all these, but he could not have been nicer and more calming, and just he's just so smart. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, so, you know, I see him in passing mostly, but then every once in a while, every time I think I see him and I'm like, oh, he's not gonna know who I am, he'll look at me and he'll be like, ah, cabron, and he'll give you a big bear hug and, like, you know, pinch my cheeks or whatever. So it's nice. I call him Papa G, but hey, that's just me.
Hey, nobody else call him that, for fuck's sake. That's Charlie, all right? That's amazing. I mean, again, I like to ask these questions as like a simpleton every time, because I think that a lot of people want to ask people who are actually working in the industry all of these questions. So I'm going to be that weirdo that does it. So thank you for answering them and not having to roll your eyes at, what's Guillermo del Toro like? You know what I mean?
He's great.
Yeah, exactly. Back to me. I'm the one who is. I'm Toby, motherfucker. But no, I mean, again, congratulations on the success with that. It's a really great show. What else you got coming up? You busy? Has this halted everything? Has this made it a pain in the butt?
Yeah, yes and no. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, I was kind of reflecting on last year, and for as little as I did, a lot of stuff came out of it, which I'm really happy and proud of. The much better EP came out. I decided to make a music video for our song Leftovers, which was kind of a mistake, because I was like, oh, I want to do like a stop motion, you know, Monty Python kind of crude South Park kind of thing. And I made like a little sample and I sent it off to the guys, and they're like, oh, this is so cool. So then I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll make the video. So I made a little teaser for the video, stupidly like giving myself a week. I was like, this Friday, this entire music video. Like, it was going to be another 70 hours of work that I had put myself under immense pressure. But anyway, so the EP and the music video, I did a film a couple years ago that finally came out called All for Nikki, a really fun, dark action indie comedy, sex, drugs, rock and roll, guns and stuff. If you're into that sort of thing.
Is that the description when you load it up on like a streaming service?
It should
sex,
be
guns, rock, all that stuff.
Yeah, when you sign into your Letterboxd account, it has that big headline: sex, drugs, guns, and stuff. What else? Oh, the Trollhunters video game came out a few months ago. Speaking of video games. Yeah, that was really cool. I hadn't been part of a video game since I was like 16 years old. I did actually, it's in your awesome.
I was going to ask about that soon, but go on.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back to that. But yeah, so the Trollhunters video game, that was a blast. Let's see what else. The Trollhunters film, I did a little bit of work on, legitimately from my closet.
That's so tight.
I'm so thankful that I'm able to actually do it.
But it's great.
You know?
It's I mean, it's a professional real movie that you got to record your parts to in the garage.
From my closet. Yeah.
I mean, we did the last Solutions record from our houses, so it's computers. Hey,
the future.
Computers, man. Yeah, it's
computers, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep going. I apologize.
Oh no, you're fine. What else? You know, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I've taken this time during the lockdown to, you know, try different things and, you know, try different ventures. And I ended up partnering with a writing partner, and we wrote a screenplay for a movie that I'm super proud of. And, you know, whatever happens with it, hopefully it will obviously get made. But
What
that's
can
definitely...
you tell us about this movie?
I'll tell you a little bit about it. I'll say that it's an action horror comedy.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, thank you. And that's
one of my favorite genres.
Likewise. And,
Yeah.
you know, it was kind of just like during this lockdown and during the political climate all surrounding the election and all of that
Yeah.
stuff, all of that awesomeness.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, like
Yesterday.
like it
Sorry.
hasn't stopped. It won't stop. It'll keep going. Like it's just like but anyway, needing something cathartic to just like let all of these angry, sad, pent up emotions and just putting it on paper and going balls to the walls with comedy and horror and scares and thrills and chills and all of that good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, it was really fun, and it was cool because, you know, like anything that you've never done ever for the first time, the fact that I was able to do it and complete it makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel like, oh, I can do it again. You know,
Absolutely.
It's just getting over those hurdles, baby.
Hey, that's why we're doing this right now. I've never just tried to milk off any friends with notoriety until now to come on and play video games with me, but what else is this pandemic gonna do? You know what I mean? It's wild. I've had all these games. All I had to do is learn something new, and it feels great. It feels great.
Good, man. Yeah.
I hope. Are you shopping it currently? Is that how that works? That's how I say it, because that's what I do with my records. But
you sound exactly. Yeah, you know that's not.
I could be a Hollywood. I could be a Hollywood.
You could be a Hollywood, Mr. Hollywood. Yeah, I'm kind of like learning as I go as well. But that is the next step is to shop it around. I'm working on trying to get a little pitch packet, a little pitch deck together.
Ooh, nice.
Just to bump it up, you know, make it a little more pleasing to the eye.
A lot of glitter, a lot of like headshots,
just
stuff.
Glitter.
Yeah.
Glue and glitter.
You'll remember me written on the envelope.
Construction paper, glitter.
Once the casting or the person who reads it opens it, it explodes all over them. They'll never forget you. That's the way to get your script read.
That's
Stick
Hollywood,
with me,
baby.
Charlie. I got it.
In Hollywood, it's all who you glitter.
I've heard that. I believe Franklin Sinatra used to say that all the time. So that's excellent. I'm going to save any other little we'll save the Melvin thing till we're playing some games.
Sure.
We're a half hour in, and before we go on to playing Anthony Hawk and his Pro Skater, you're gonna have like a couple seconds to yourself if you need to grab anything. I'm gonna run the theme. We're gonna play a game show that I made up called Charlie or Saxophone. Oh, you know what time it is. It's time for America's favorite game show.
What show is that?
Charlie or Saxophone.
Charlie or saxophone? Which is it? Charlie or saxophone? Which is it? Charlie or saxophone? Which is it? Charlie or saxophone?
Oh, that's right. That's the name of the game and the song, baby. You gotta choose. What's it gonna be? Back to you, Devon. That's me. All right. There you go. I wrote that for you, Charlie. I wrote that for you. Oh, I lost you. Hold on. Now you're back. You're back.
Am I
there
back?
you go.
I was singing that theme song to myself while I was cooking dinner. I'm not gonna lie.
Excellent. It's yours. It's my gift. It's my gift to you. I'm not going to give you any money, but you can have the song you didn't ask for.
Oh, so, it's even better than currency.
Don't worry. As tradition is with this show, you'll hear it again once it's over. Because that is just how, you can't write these songs and not play them more than once.
No,
so here's the deal. I've said it to you. I'm going to show you. Oh, hello, Reed. Reed Walcott's here.
Reed, hey, buddy.
Yeah, let's say some highs. J. Eugene, that's our trombone player, and asked if you've ever winked at Del Toro. Have you ever winked at Del Toro?
Have I ever winked at Del Toro? Not not consciously. Maybe.
Yeah.
Not that I
Oh.
recall.
My God, have you played? Sorry, I just got distracted. Have you played Death Stranding? I don't know the other game.
have
that you
not.
So brilliant,
No.
so good. Whatever. We
Yeah.
won't even talk about that. I've got hours about how much I love that.
Real quick though, going back to saying hi to Reed and knowing people for like a bajillion years. My band in high school played with We Are the Union eons ago, like 2006, 2007 maybe, at the now defunct 449 room in Trenton. So I've been very fortunate in my life, not even just from my acting career, but just from awesome coincidences of just meeting people and then knowing them forever and then crossing paths with them decades later. So hi, Reed.
Reed and I have been playing a lot of Fortnite during the dark times that we've been living through. So
Sick.
that's, yep.
Yep.
Very thankful for it. Love having friends to play video games with. It's very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Also, isn't that how you kind of ended up with the Wonder Years? They reached out, or you reached out, or I don't want to like make you retell a whole story that you have like a wonderfully shot stand-up thing for. But
no, it's totally fine. I wore a Wonder Years shirt to the red carpet season premiere of Hung, and
you won an award.
I won an award for being the worst dressed person of the week. I think it was like a top 10 list, and it was between Mickey Rourke and Fergie, and then me. And like it. Granted, my hair did not look great. My shoe, I was young, I was naive, but I still would. I had no regrets. I would still wear that shirt. But it's just a picture of me like smiling with a shit-eating grin in a suit jacket and the Wonder Years shirt. And I sent them the worst dress of the week list, and I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry I made you guys look bad, but this is pretty funny." And then literally Soupy emails me and it's like, "Oh, this is awesome. Do you want to record gang vocals on our new record?" And that was the Upsides. And the next week,
that's the smallest one that no one knows about.
Yeah, no one's.
That's
That's
the one that completely stunted their career. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What an amazing.
But it's just so perfect for like Philly punk bands of just like we're all losers, you know? Like,
yeah, I
we're
mean, I
all
think
uncool.
that I've been lucky to have all these Philly people on because we all just have the same kind of demeanor where it's like, like,
We're
yeah,
trying.
I guess it's cool. I guess what I do is cool, but I don't know. I've always described the people in Philadelphia as like, they're not like outwardly mean, but they're like aggressively sarcastic, where like to a point where like, you ask them the time and they're like, why don't you get a watch? And then they just keep walking, opposed to like just telling you the time afterwards. You're like, what the fuck was that? Like, it's like advice, but shitty advice. That's what Philly was always to me.
Yeah, it's a lot of tough love, tough brotherly love,
tough love.
Yeah.
And well, that was the only show I've ever been spit on at. Was at the TLA opening for No Effects. I said, I'm from Westchester and it's great to be home. Hey everybody, don't do better than New Jersey. And then that prompted a gigantic loogie, spit on my chest, and a guy just giving me the finger the entire set. So thanks, hometown. Miss you. Good God.
Gotta love it.
Trash rectangle. All right, so we're playing Charlie or Saxophone.
Here we go.
I show you an image that's distorted, and you tell me if that is a famous person named Charlie or a saxophone.
I'm gonna say saxophone.
That's an excellent guess. It is, in fact, a saxophone. 1 for 1, baby.
All right. Boy,
Which, by the way, I forget what game show set we're on. I did this so late because I was watching news all day yesterday. Here we go. Charlie or saxophone?
That looks like a Simpsons character. I'll go with a Charlie.
It's Charlie Brown! Oh! 2 for 2! Coming on here, showing up, owning the place. Charlie or saxophone?
Wow. I'll go with the Charlie.
That's right, it's Charlie. You son
Wisps.
of a bitch.
His wispy hair.
Oh, The best part is I allot for these games to take over 5 minutes, but you're running a riot here. Here we go.
Here, I'll stretch this one out.
You don't have to stretch. We have Tony Hawk to play. Charlie or saxophone?
I'll say saxophone.
Saxophone.
Whoa,
it is. You are perfect right now.
Holy shit.
I spent minutes making this, and you are just destroying it. Charlie or saxophone?
Oh boy. Oh, this is a toughie.
This is a world record, Steve. You're speed running this. This is all games done quick right now. All right, go ahead.
I'll say Charlie.
It's Charlie Murphy. Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually hyped about that one. I wasn't sure about that one.
5-4-5 right now.
Oh,
You're
man.
5-4 fighting. You're holding on to a moment. All right.
Ooh.
Charlie or saxophone?
I'm gonna say that's a blue saxophone.
You're so right. It is. It is. Oh.
I know my horn.
This is unbelievable. I don't know.
I
don't know
keep
what
track
to say.
of how many times I fall back in my chair tonight because it.
No,
just
yeah,
scared
clip them
the
all.
hell out
I'm
of me.
gonna cut it all together and just put it over yakety sax.
There's
Just-
one.
Let's go to Charlie or saxophone.
I'll say Charlie.
It's a saxophone because that guy's name's Kenny. Sorry.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
All
fair.
right, your first a whittle guffaw.
My first blemish.
Thank you so much for doing this. This is the stupidest shit.
This is
Charlie! Oh, damn it! All right, that's you. That's you. You get that
Was that
one.
the last
Charlie or
one?
saxophone?
Oh geez, now I feel like I'm falling apart. Yeah. Oh god, the pressure. Saxophone.
It's Charlie. It's Charlie's Angels. It's the double European DVD box pack of both of them. The first and the second one. Charlie or saxophone?
Oh shoot. All right, come on, get it together, Saxton.
Come on. It's the whole point of the game is that your name vaguely sounds like that. Took 8 seconds to think of.
Saxton. I mean saxophone.
It's Prince Charlie.
Oh, man,
it's Prince Charles. Look at that. Look at those creepy old eyes. All right.
Yeah.
There's only 3 questions left.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I know. And Reed made a good point that we should do this wait, don't tell me. And if you, somebody gets a custom voicemail at the end of this. I don't know how to do that, and maybe. Charlie or saxophone?
Oh man, these are good distortions.
They're they're Photoshop filters that you just click on, and then if you do too many clicks, it gets mad. So I click.
It gets crazy.
Yeah.
I'll say saxophone.
It's a saxophone. It's a
Oh, okay.
saxophone.
All
It's a
right.
saxophone.
Cool. You did it.
For those who like that genre, look at. Have you ever met this guy? You ever met Jimmy Fallon?
How have I don't think
You
I've
ever
ever
just
met
come-
Jimmy
Come
Fallon.
across him? All right, good.
I've auditioned with Jack Black though. That was a lot of fun.
Whoa, we'll talk about that in
Yeah.
a second. That's fun.
Yeah.
Charlie or saxophone?
Shoot. I'll say saxophone.
You're right. It's a saxophone cake. All right.
Oh, that's
You have decimated this. You've only gotten 2 or 3 wrong. It's one.
2 wrong, 1 was a given.
Yeah, that was I accidentally gave it to you. I don't know, Chris. I don't know how he's so good at it, but we're gonna find out if you can do this.
Oh,
Charlie. Oh, Charlie or saxophone? Thanks for following, Jamie. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for following.
Oh, say Charlie.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Final answer. It's Charlie Parker. It's
Play
both.
the
It's
saxophone.
both. Now we play the theme song. Oh wait, there it is. You know what time it is. It's time for America's favorite game show.
show is that?
Charlie or saxophone? Charlie or saxophone?
Which is it? Charlie on saxophone. Which is it? Charlie on saxophone. Which is it? Charlie on saxophone. Oh, that's right. That's the name of the game and the song, baby. You gotta choose. What's it gonna be? Back to you, Devon. That's me. All right.
Oh, gotta get back. Gotta get back. We're back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, we're back. Okay. Oh, I lost Charlie, too. We're all good. It's all good. Hello, everyone. So we're going to play some Tony Hawk next. I believe Charlie has completely...
Oh, you know what time it is. It's time for America's...
Weird. Sorry, my computer had a little hiccup there. Welcome back. Welcome back. That was excellent. Thank you for playing that stupid game and appeasing my stupid...
Oh, you know what time it is.
What the hell? I don't know. You're
All right,
I'm having a hard time, Charlie. 1 second.
Oh, you know what time.
Okay, well, that's confusing. And now I can't hear you. We've had a moment. We're back.
We're back. Can you
We're
hear me?
back. We had a moment. We're back. This is it's the fun of the of the whole thing. I'm getting asked what my Fortnite gamer tag is. My Fortnite gamer tag, it's Devon Kay is cool. I play on computer now, so that's what I use. Devon Kay is cool. If you need to find me and play some Fortnite. Okay. So welcome. We need to figure out how to play this game now.
This was a lot of fun earlier in our private pre-show.
Yeah, we
trying
really
to-
got this. Oh my
You
gosh.
know what time.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. It keeps like defaulting to the theme song, which it
Why are
very
you
much
sorry?
shouldn't. But okay, I guess we'll just boop. Okay, now we're back. It's very fun when you like learn a new skill and then you like walk that weird line of like, why is it messing up? Like I don't know what's happening. I'm scared of it now. So now that I'm scared of
I had
this.
this.
All right, let's do this. How do we did quick. Wait, am I in your party?
I don't think so anymore.
Okay,
Let me,
so let's set that up. We can go to this while we do that. So no one needs to see our stuff. Yes, Chowsand. Chowsand's a great band, by the way. Everyone check out
Yes,
Chowsand
they
band.
are.
Drop your link in there. It's great to have you here. You're a great,
Love Chowsand.
good band. Thanks for coming by. And we are the Union. Obviously, they're here. So let's see. What do we have to do? Oh, and Reed is going to be streaming on the Get Alternative page on Sunday, doing We Are the Union songs. So go check those out. All right, you're still in charge, I think.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh my
this
gosh.
is you.
How do I bequeath this? I don't want this.
No, I know the responsibility. It's the worst part.
Okay, I'm sending you an invite.
Ooh, I got it.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make you.
You've joined my party.
I'm promoting you. It's your show, Devon. It's only right.
Hey, that's only fair. And thank you again so goddamn much for doing this. What a
Oh, dude, thank you for having me.
I try to make it like a little bit more fun than a normal interview. I try not to ask dumb shit questions like, where did you come up with the band name? Or like, what do you do? Like,
I feel like, what's funny is no one has ever asked us where we've come up with the
all
name
right, let's
before.
do it then. Let's get tropey.
Well, that's the thing is that like we have a story, but then I feel like we change our story every year just to make ourselves laugh. The true story is, when we were first practicing, we were getting a flow for each other's, everything, and we found ourselves, every time we would play a song, after each time we would play a song, we were like, oh yeah, that was much better.
Oh,
Yeah, much better, much
that's
better.
cute. I like that.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's not like.
I mean, the origin story behind all of the bands I'm in, it's like the name that fit at the time. Like Direct Hit, apparently, I didn't even come up with it. I wasn't even in the band when it happened, but apparently it was like, that sounds cool.
That sounds nice. Yeah.
Devon Kay and the Solutions. There's no rhyme or reason. It was I wanted to sound like an old band. That was what I wanted to sound like, and that was the. I couldn't find anybody else who had the solutions. So there you go.
Oh, I got booted from my own game. How in the world?
Oh, it looks like
did the thing that it did to me to you.
Wait, so you just have a black screen right now?
I'm not even in the video game.
Oh my god, it's funny. It's saying you're with me right now. Oh, now it just went black.
Blasphemy.
The best part about this brand new game that came out is that it's impossible to figure out how to use the multiplayer tools for some reason.
I straight up have the Activision screen in front of me right now.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm just hanging out in my classic vest.
Dude, yeah, sweet gear, by the way.
That's what I dress like every day. I think that's what I have that vest in the closet. I actually have 2 of those same vests. Okay, so you're not here anymore. So then we need to. I need to get the frig out of here.
Okay, I'm signed in. I am on. Oh boy.
Oh, Ramses? Is Ramses in the background? Oh shit, my cat's here.
Hey.
What up? Hey, do you have any animals there?
Not in my room currently. All
good.
my dogs are snoozing right now.
Oh my! How many dogs?
I have 2 dogs.
So nice.
I have a little Yorkie Maltese named Skitch.
Oh.
I've had him. He's gonna be 7 in a couple weeks. I can't believe it. And then I also have a nice big old. We don't know exactly what she is because we got her from a not good thing. Like we saved her off the streets of Arkansas. Anyway, she's like a German blue tick pointer hound. We thought she was gonna be a beagle, but she's just huge. It's like we have no idea what she is, but she's just a mush. So we love her very much. Her full name is Rorschach, but we call her Rashi for short.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing where we like to show. I like to go for the lowest common denominator of entertainment when I'm doing this. So if those dogs ever come by,
I will show you.
You gotta show them.
Yeah. Okay, should I invite you again to the party?
I'm assuming so.
Oh man, must be thrilling for the Twitchers.
You know, the funny thing is that we'll just keep talking and it won't matter. Basically, now let's talk about you in video games. So you have 2 video game credits, I believe.
I do. Yeah.
So Bully is the first one, which that game has like. I don't know how much you know, but I feel like that game has like critical and like fanatical acclaim throughout the years of like remasters, and it's a great game. It's like it's seen as one of those great looked over kind of games.
I was gonna say thank you, like I made it, but like no, No.
I mean you're a big part of that game too, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
all right.
You know, it's crazy that it kind of just. Host has started matchmaking. What does that mean?
Uh-oh. I will stop. I'm canceling.
I don't know what that means.
I'm canceling and I'm waiting for you. I'm in the quick playlist to see if we can make this work.
Multiplayer. Quick playlist. Waiting on host.
Okay.
Hey,
there we go. But I read in an interview that you did from 2008. You did all the mocap for your character.
I did. Yeah, that was. Oh.
First of all, how old were you when that all went down?
Yeah, that's the thing is I was 16 and I was a late bloomer. So like I had just hit puberty and it was just a bunch of kids in skin tight mocap suits, just like feeling so uncomfortable with our bodies. But like it was pretty perfect because, you know, we're all a bunch of nerds, like, you know, getting picked on. And I remember when I auditioned for it, they were like, can you just walk? Can you do like a funny walk for us? I was like, okay, like this is awesome. So I just
can
I walk?
Wait, you are okay. You're here.
I'm playing, baby.
I
just biffed it.
What are we doing?
What is this? It's Trick Attack. So I think it's the first one to is it just the highest points or is it the highest combo? Oh man.
Well, I got 1,000, and we were just talking about how like this was gonna be perfect because it was gonna be you and me playing horse, and it would like filter between the two screens. But instead, it's like everyone's watching me and then watching you stare at nothing. So it's pretty tight.
Unless, does anyone out there know, is there a way to...
out of the 10 viewers that remain on this live stream, there's a lot
friends.
going on right now, I understand. Basically, let us know if you know how to work Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Online, because these two adults don't.
I was looking it up before we started, and it said something about, like, going into competitive. You know how there's jams, and then there's competitive... Oh, I see you. I'm trying to find you.
What up? I'm just rolling around.
There you are. Hey, buddy.
Like a Limp Bizkit type. I'm rolling.
I'm gonna follow you like a shy friend at a party.
Come on, let's
go.
go.
Anyone?
Let's go get into some mischief and maybe do something that only we know about. But find funny forever. I'm awkward too. Here we go.
Let's go. But yeah, so Bully was a ton of fun. Getting to do the motion capture.
But you were so young. What was the perspective like back then with it? Did it feel like surreal and like, I don't, you know,
yeah, you know, you felt like you were in Lord of the Rings, Devon. I felt like I was Gollum and I was doing Academy Award. No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't. Again, I think that from a gamer's perspective, you have to kind of understand how like fucking cool that is. Like, you kind of were in a weird way.
Yeah, I remember like, so I put on the suit, and then one of the mechanics, the mocap operators, was putting those, you know, the balls.
Yeah.
Suit. And you know, I made some joke like, "Oh, you're touching my balls," and he just looked at me like, "Dude, don't." Like,
dude, yeah, fucking die, okay?
Yeah, exactly. You are the billionth person to make a touching my balls joke. Like, you're not funny, kid.
Yeah, but those are like some of the best moments. Those are like the most like I don't know, human moments during all of those experiences.
Keeps you humble. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a ton of, like, people I've met that I've just blown it with and have said that stupid stuff. When we first started recording Brainless God, I was, like, a nervous wreck. We were working with the guy from All American Rejects, who now is, like, the most normal, doofy nerd I've ever known. But back then, it was, like, sweating, and I was like, hey, You've probably never had, like, your vocals edited before, right? And it was like, what? Like, why are you saying that? That sounds like you're insecure. Like, no. Like, no, I'm not, but please tell me I'm good. It was, like, a whole weird thing. You started really young. What was your first acting experience in, like, a paid sense, if you will?
In a paid sense, I started doing theater when I was really, really young. Like, I did my first theatrical production. And you know, it wasn't community theater, but it was the local theater that was still a paying gig. Yeah. So I think I was about maybe 6.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then when I was around 8, my sister and I, we did a 6-month tour of To Kill a Mockingbird. She played
a 6-month tour of To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, I mean, when I say tour, I mean, like, we were in a different theater for maybe, like, 2 or 3 months. It wasn't a different city every night. It was, like, we were in, New Jersey for a few months at the theater escapes me now. I'm actually, by the way, I'm doing so good. You guys just can't see how I'm just shredding and ripping.
There is a leaderboard. And
no, don't. Never mind.
And you don't appear to be in first, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell my story.
No, that's the thing, is that it doesn't matter how you play. It's another vehicle to, like, let your guard down and tell the good stuff while you're focusing on this.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're like Mark Maron, but with video games. You get a
I'm older. That's the
But yeah, so the tour went to Jersey, and then it went to the Walnut Street Theater in Philly, which is rad because it's like
Nice.
the oldest theater in America or some crazy shit
Sure.
like that. And then the last stop was the Coconut Grove Playhouse in Miami, Florida.
Whoa.
Which was just a random crazy tour stop for an East Coast tour. But
You were
yeah.
8 and you remember this shit. That's nuts. I was 8 and I was like, what is the sky? And my dad was like, what do you even mean? Like, you're 8.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, stop asking these questions.
No, it was crazy because, you know, like we, my sister and I, we would have to have tutors teaching us. We didn't really go to school, you know. We would work on school stuff, and then we would have to do this like 3-act epic drama. You know what I mean? It was pretty interesting for chubby rambunctious 8-year-olds such as myself. But you know, a good way to get your feet wet.
No, that's amazing. What a fantastic story. I love hearing the a lot of people who end up being successful in what they do kind of usually have a dope origin story. You don't have a lot of shitty origin stories, I feel like, and the ones that do, you never like as much. I think that's like
Right.
it's pretty goddamn cool.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I was kind of born into it. Oh my god! Oh, you can't see, but I was stuck on top of a fence and I was floating. My mom, she's an actor and she also teaches and she also directs as well. So I was definitely born into it. But both my parents are musicians as well, so that was definitely.
Oh, wild! Mine too.
Oh, no way! That's
Yeah.
awesome.
What did they play?
My dad, he plays like guitar and the bass, and you know he'll dabble in like the mandolin. And my mom, she'll play the banjo and the penny whistle and a little bit of keys. So
nice.
they had a straight up like Irish band when they were younger. That was their bread and butter, and then they had children and we ruined their dreams.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, no, but they still kept the band together for a while, and you know, like St. Patrick's Day was their bread and butter, so they would just, you know, play at all the pubs around South Philly, and that's I kind of grew up around that too, like, you know, the smell of sticky stale beer and cigarettes is quite comforting for me.
Yep. Yeah, I long for it desperately. I was talking with Reed about it the other night when we were playing Fortnite. It's like I want a Wednesday show. I want a Wednesday show so fucking bad. I want a show where it's like I walk into the bar and it's like Coffin Dingle Corpse is playing and they're playing too goddamn long and they're from Susquehanna Valley and
Yep.
I just need it. I need to hate. I need to drink too much. I need to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, oh, by the way, hello, Moneyworms. My favorite streamer in the world is here. If anybody in the chat has not checked out Moneyworms' stream, it looks like a bunch of you already have the emotes. Check out Moneyworms, just the best stream on Twitch that I've ever seen. So that's that. But
Evan, you are destroying this graffiti right now, I must say.
I-
was like, hey,
I-
we're
all
tied
I'm
for
doing
first,
is-
and then
I'm just talking, which is my natural state, and then I guess the video game is happening in the background. I'm not really sure.
I am not.
I don't really know what the point is. I'm just doing tricks. Do I have to do tricks off of stuff?
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
like, you know,
cool.
if you
Yeah,
do
I'm whooping
combos. Yeah, you are, dude.
Sick. I wish we could play Skate.
I know, me
chat,
too.
look that up.
Yeah. Help us, please. There may be something that we can try, but
There's no wrong answers. We can just talk and then try it for a minute. Yeah.
yeah, you want to try to get out of this one for a second?
Yeah, let's try and get out of this one and see if we can. Don't.
Well, you're about to win it. There it is. Oh, you got snaked at the last second.
Frosty Dopes 420.
Frosty
baby!
Dopes 420.
Shit!
Typical Frosty Dopes.
Oh my god.
How do we? Okay, yeah, let's quit this.
Do I quit, or do I just follow you into the depths? Of
yeah,
hell?
I think you gotta
I'll quit.
as well.
Got it.
So then there's jams, and then there's competitive.
Perfect.
And I don't know if that's.
Ooh, here's a good one. What's the saddest show you've played with much better?
The saddest show I've played with much better.
I like hearing about the ones where it's like a guy who's sitting at the bar smoking a cigarette, and that's it.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you the location, but it was one of those shows where they tried being like, you're gonna headline this show, and headline just means that you're playing last on like a 7-band bill at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So, it sounds kind of corny because, like, I love those shows. We collectively as a band, we kind of like those shows where they're empty because then we just have as much fucking fun as
I think that
possible.
it's more of like a perspective thing where it's like, yes, the show is bad. Jay Eugene in the chat, our trombone player, is referencing the show we played in Ohio where the local bands brought scrims with their name. They brought like pedal boards that were massive, and they weren't even on tour. They were local, and we played at the Big Room Bar, which is a great venue in Ohio. It's very weird. It has a radio station on it, and the guy who works there is a ghost. He has to be. He wears like a nice vest, and he tells you that like all of the stuff, like he's like, this bar was actually made from the old stage in Ohio where the Rolling Stones played, and then you turn around and he's gone. But he also, like, oh, what's up, Ryan? Our drummer's here too. What? It's so good to see everybody hanging
nice.
out. But yeah, so let me spam your band now that there's a couple more people here. Everyone check out
right
the
on.
Much Better EP for the kids. It's fucking amazing. It's indie rock. It's Thermals-esque. It's garagey. It's live takes. It's really fun. The energy's amazing. Good songwriting. Whatever. So yeah, we end up playing to nobody except for like a couple dedicated people. We're on tour with dollar signs, and then afterwards they just get us annihilated. So for us, best show ever. In reality, dog shit. Like it probably shouldn't have drove 20 hours to get where we had to go. But yeah, that's kind of more where I'm going.
I will say then, okay, there was one show we played where like not a lot of people there, but it's like, again, who cares? Those are fun shows. But one of the other bands, like, they were doing it's one of those, you do your sound check before you play, of course. And
as the stage is there.
As it's there, and like people are standing there with their drinks, and like this band starts doing their sound check, and like they start walking off the stage. Like they have wireless monitors. There's like 3 guitar players, and they all have wireless monitors, and they walk off stage, and they're like playing from the audience. I'm like, oh, that's cool. They want to hear how it sounds from the crowd. No, like all 3 of them, the entire set would just walk around the bar, and it's like, and it wasn't kind of, you know, when Chris Farron does it, it's cool because he's just like wandering around everywhere. These guys were just kind of like serenading their girlfriends, who were the only people in the audience besides Much Better. So that was kind of like, this is a little
oh, if you want to talk about worst opening bands, I got years and years of fucking material. That's some of the reasons why I still do it, is to get to watch bad opening bands.
Of course.
Okay, hold on.
I just sent you an invite. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're already doing better than me, and you don't.
No, I was just
play
talking.
video games. No, that's great. I love being the most mediocre one. All right, so let's try this next hack. What do you got here?
So it just says competitive, but I feel like that just makes it even harder.
Okay. Does that mean that we get to play skate or horse?
You cannot launch competition playlist while in a party. No, I didn't want to do that.
Dog shit.
Oh wait, private. Oh, here we go. Private. Trick attack. What do we want to do? I think I got it, dude. Oh my gosh.
I asked you to be on this, and then you did all the work. Everything is working exactly how I wanted it to.
Do you want
so
to
yeah, let's do it.
Score challenge. Let's do.
What did you just like break open the code or something, Charlie?
I have no idea. I can't tell you, and I'm afraid to go back. I don't want to go back so I can explain myself. I'm just like, let's try. What do we want to do? First one to reach a set score. Combo mambo.
Ooh, combo mambo. Let's do some combos. Let's
okay.
link them. Let's link it.
Let's do it. Okay,
Also, Moneyworms, you wonderful beast. That's my cat, Ramses. Yeah, we have a Ramses emote now. That's my baby.
Yeah.
My cat recently blew up on TikTok. In fact, as of right now, Ramses has a video that has 23.5 thousand views.
Whoa. That's
and it's
impressive.
still climbing every day. So
I love it.
Weird.
Okay.
TikTok is weird. Do you do TikTok? You tick?
I'm not a TikToker.
Understandable.
I feel like I just missed the boat on that. It's not,
I think you can still get in there.
You think?
I mean, okay. Trollhunters has a wide spray of viewers, and a lot of them might be younger, given its animated sense. A lot of young people on TikTok. You could probably take over TikTok. Are you kidding me?
Okay, it said creating match. Oh, I'm getting a loading screen.
I'm not.
No!
No. Wait. Oh no.
Do you need to be in the same one that I'm in?
You're behind me, as you can see.
Yeah.
You're like standing there creeping me out, kind of looking like Brendan Kelly.
Set it to the same things as I am. Like set it to combo mambo.
It doesn't let me
do anything. Gosh, this is
This is totally you should bring Toby to TikTok. That's what everybody's saying. You could read like people's comments, and I'm sure you'd blow up. The guy who did the voice of JFK on Clone High exploded on TikTok.
Oh, interesting. Okay, sorry, I'm in, but it says waiting for one more player. I might
be that player.
I
You can see where I am. I'm apparently listening to the Dead Kennedys police truck, which I'm not, because they stink more than ever. But fuck. Okay. Oh no, I'm a baby. Oh no. I think we might have to do. Oh, your name could be Tick Toby. Jesus Christ, that's really good.
Toby.
That's from the chat. Hell yeah. Well done, chat. Well done. I don't know. Are you like playing a full game right now? Are you enjoying the fruits of a game?
No, I'm just standing here flicking my board up and down. I'm just like kicking it with my foot.
Yeah. All right. It might be. Yeah, because as you can see here, I'm just my character's just kind of without glasses, squinting around.
Look at
And
them
now I
bits.
don't even know
Thanks,
how I
dog.
can get out of this.
Honestly, Charlie, your saxophone may have been the most successful game of the night.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to. Gamer card. Invite to a game. Invite sent.
Oh, I got an invite.
Oh my gosh.
Did I accept it? It says I'm in the party already or some shit.
What the heck?
Yeah, we're hanging out. I'm gonna try and go into my app that you're not supposed to show people on stream.
Oh boy.
No, yeah, that's it. We're in the same group. We're hanging out, having fun. Same old thing we did last week or whatever.
Oh wait. It's starting. Oh, I guess it just said screw Devon. We don't need to wait for him.
Okay, cool. I guess this game is my family and friends. Look. The most asked question from my lovely partner who you met earlier. What is your favorite bird, Charlie? Do you have a favorite bird? You like birds?
Birds are cool. I could get down with birds.
Okay.
Oh man. I never thought about that. That is an excellent question.
It seems to ring different with everybody. Some people are like, why would you ask me that? Some people are like, oh, yeah.
Favorite bird? I mean, ever since I was 12 years old and I thought I knew what it meant to be dark and brooding, I've always loved crows because of Brandon Lee's The Crow.
There you go.
Somewhere there is a picture of me dressed up as the Crow for Halloween, but just bursting out. I was like, I'm gonna do the tight shirt, the tape, the rope, the everything.
Yeah, it sounds like me.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. You were ambitious and confident, ambitious and confident. So I commend that. All right. So
so that's what I was at. I was at the multiplayer that you're at.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing. Do you see what I see? Do
you see
something else? And then I get here, and I don't know where else to go. So yeah, did you do musical theater at all?
Yes and no. I did all the plays in high school and stuff like that. But I got early acceptance to Indiana University of Pennsylvania my senior year of high school.
I didn't mean to laugh at that. That's just a funny. It's a funny name. It's a funny name, no matter how you slice it.
There's number 2. I fell back in my chair twice. Yeah, it's kind of like the University of Miami in Ohio. But so I was early acceptance there, a major in, I think I was going to do double major in English and musical theater. Instead, I did that film Band Slam that I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
And from that, it kind of was that summer, I went to Los Angeles for the first time, and I did all these auditions, and that's when I booked Hung. So long story short, no, I didn't go to college or do any of that musical theater stuff, but I did. My sister, she went to IUP, as it was called, and I made a lot of friends through her, and so I like to say that I got the college experience, but I didn't spend any money, which people still do. So
fair. All right.
Fair.
Let's do the quick playlist.
Let's go back to the quick playlist.
Let's just do it the way we.
Let's do it.
The only way we knew how.
I know we're gonna figure it out as soon as the stream ends. Too.
Oh my god! And then once we realize that this is something we're gonna start doing, just playing Tony Hawk together, and then we're not even gonna stream. We'll see. I don't know how many more hours I can take of it. I understand it. I'm a lot. But
hey man, I took a nap today. I had some coffee. I'm gonna be up for a while, man.
Yeah. Are you a late person? You stay up late a lot?
No, I do not.
Really?
I'm an old man. I'll fall asleep.
What, you're 31?
31. Yeah.
I'm 32. I get it.
Yeah. I love being well rested, man. I don't know what it is.
It's sick as fuck, is what it
so
is.
Sick, dude.
I mean, I've had a really tough time keeping on a real schedule during this. Like, I have a lot of night stuff when I'm on tour, but I feel like that's kind of just like worked into my brain. I don't know how to do it.
That's things like playing shows. It's like, I always like to stay and try to watch all the bands and show support, but I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm just kind of used to the whole show thing, that it's like it's just a different mentality. It's a different sleep schedule. But now that I don't have that, it's like weird, because like you have to learn to like wake up and make sure I like to drive a lot. That's my thing. So I have to make sure that I get up and I'm awake enough to fucking handle a vehicle. And that can like kind of, I can make that work. I know how drunk enough I can get. I know all this dumb shit. But now it's like, who cares? There really isn't anything. There is no litmus test for what I get out of bed, and then I do this at 9 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I kind of just figure out the rest.
Yeah, I think, like you were saying earlier, that's the world, baby.
It's fucking wild. Yeah. But, yeah, otherwise, I'm normally a morning person. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So there's only 3 of us right now.
Yeah, which is
Destroyer
nice.
is destroying.
Yeah, he is. They are. I don't know who they are, but
it's okay. We didn't assume anything bad with that, but I also very much appreciate it.
Well, what I love is that, like, I'm like, oh, I'm doing so well, and then I look into the score, and it tells you that it's like, hey, just letting you know they're doing an epic combo right now, and you're about to get annihilated. So don't get your hopes up.
Don't worry about it. I think we're all gonna win. I can't believe that we basically got what we wanted in
We did.
But this, are you just doing a handstand, or is that?
That was me.
Oh, okay. I thought it would have been really funny if the other guy just started doing a handstand like a dick.
I'm doing that thing when I get nervous and I play video games. I just press the same buttons, and I'm like, no, I gotta show some variety.
So part of this whole Twitch thing has gotten me like into watching Twitch now, and I really like the medium. I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
One of the first things that got me into it was like watching people play Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It's like weirdly hypnotizing. So I've like learned a couple skills, which may explain why
you're
giving you a thorough ass whooping.
Yeah, that was a
wipeout. Yeah, I don't know.
Moly. right, well, hopefully it's just the three of us that.
Yeah, I don't want to hang out with anybody unless we get Large Marge or whatever, whoever the
Or Tina, you fat lard 420. Which
Yeah.
one was it? That was great.
All right.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's just a destroyer.
Oh, good. And they're a fucking vent, so we're set. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep it up.
Oh, Combo Mambo's up. Dude, this is exactly what we wanted to do. Hey,
I know.
love
Every
it.
day
Yeah.
it's a new gift.
All right, here we go. Oh, we got one more. We got SGG Rock.
Ugh.
I wonder what kind
Let's
of
do
guitar.
it. Wait, is that our G-Rock? There's a member of the chat named G-Rock.
Oh.
But they haven't been here tonight. Oh, fart! All right.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm a baby. Oh, it's so tough to ask you all these questions. What did the motions... Okay, so the motion capture suit, we're going back to Bully
Yes.
now.
Let's do it.
What, do they give you a new one, or is that a reused thing?
You know, it's so funny to think about it in like the new day and age of like all the gross shit that we all just used to do without batting an eye. But yeah, it was not a brand new suit. It was from whomever had it previously.
Yeah, whomever, Lara Croft before you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
another
back in
thing was
Bioshock.
my other only knowledge of, I guess why I'm so fascinated by it, because I think it's so cool as like a gamer nerd, and also my only other instance of of knowing someone was when I read Tony Hawk's book, Occupation Skateboarder. When I was a kid, he talks about how he broke a bunch of the balls. Did you ever break any of the balls doing what you did?
I didn't break any balls. I didn't do a lot of physical stuff. The most I got was I just got pushed a couple of times.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, when you were being bullied, as the name of the game suggests.
Although, if I'm not mistaken, there's a thing where if you punch my character Melvin hard enough, he will projectile vomit all over the place. I haven't confirmed this yet. Oh my gosh, dude. There's no way I can get that combo that you just got. That is insane.
Look, is it good?
It's like 320,000.
Yeah, I don't look away. I just black out and play the fucking game.
Okay.
See, now I feel like a huge asshole. I'm like, hey, Charlie, come on by. Let me whoop your ass. That's
No,
not
man,
what my
I was
intention
like, I'm glad I'm getting my ass whooped right now.
And I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to hang out with me in this silly thing. It's kept me sane and getting to like talk to people who I've also like always kind of been like, I should reach out. How do I reach out to someone that I admire or respect? And now it's like, oh, maybe I'll make them play video games with me. So thank you so much for playing.
I'll
fucking
hustle
video
them into playing video games and looking
Yeah,
like
goddamn right.
idiots.
I can make them do it for the promise of lost time on their end.
It's totally true, man. Like, it's a shame that like it took a pandemic, but like, so many friends I've seen just playing games or just video chatting. I've seen more than in the last like 3 years. It's just.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Technology in the future.
A lot of people that I would regularly see at like bars or in my normal social crew, I don't even fucking see anymore.
Right?
I just have like, I've made more new friends via the internet and people that I end up really associating with. And it's kind of fucking weird. I've never had that style. I've always been like a night owl.
You crushed that.
Oh, that pretty good?
Yeah, that was very good.
I don't really know what's good. I watch a guy named Andy THPS all the time. He was a developer on the game. He gets like million rack combos. It's like friggin' nuts. So whatever I do, I don't think it has anything held up to.
I will say I was really, really good at Tony Hawk's Underground.
You mentioned that.
That's only because, though, and it's a little bit of a cheat, but hey, they made it the gameplay. You can hop off your board in that one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Thug is good. That's one of the few late-stage good ones.
Yeah.
Because Project 8 is a pile of dung squash. I hate that one.
I've never played Project 8. But yeah, like, that's the thing, is like hopping off the board and having that little timer in your combo, like, that was a game changer. Like, you could do endless things with that.
It's also very weird how we both bought a 20-year-old game again, and are now playing it, even though there are thousands of new games out there that we could be playing. It's like, no, I just want this one to look better.
Give me the same. Give me the same one. But it looks friggin' so cool.
Oh, it's so nice to see it in a decent definition.
Yeah.
I've been doing that. So I got this gaming PC. I've been doing a lot of picking up all my old favorites now that I have a thing that just does whatever you ask it to. Opposed to being like, on a console or whatever. Yeah. And that's cool, whatever. I don't like people who are PC, whatever. Because they're snob. There's a snobbery in this community of PC folks. Yeah. But I've been playing Command and Conquer, the first ones, and they did a remaster of it that they just put it into, like, viewable definition. And they let you, like, filter between the two, and I never have gone back to the original look of it. It's just like squares. It's like a square, and then a square kills another square, and then you got it. Then you're done, and they scream, and it's like, I need it to at least look like a game from ¡97 at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a nice thing that movies don't really get to do that, which is interesting. They just get full remakes, or they do the weird Star Wars thing where they add a song into the remake.
Or the old E.T. with the walkie-talkies. That was...
Yeah, where they just, for some reason, shit on their own legacy.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of movies that I haven't ever seen before, going through the lockdown.
What do you got?
I'm having a samurai kick. I never really watched any Kurosawa movies, even though that is, he is just the master craftsman.
Like required reading, essentially.
Exactly, yeah, and it's one of those things where, going back to the snobbery, it's like film people are always like, oh, he is the greatest, and if you've never seen it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, all right, whatever, jerk. But nope, it's the truth. Like, he made, like, Seven Samurai is like one of the greatest films I've ever seen, ever, and it's like 3.5 hours long. And it was made in like 1940 something, but the choreography with horses, like, it's like, how did you make these horses do these things in like this day and age?
It's like that old. I'm a big musical theater nerd, and when I watch like those old musical theater movies where everybody was a person, everything was a set, everything was a painting. There wasn't. You didn't get those chances to edit it later. You
had it.
Made it. Yeah, that's the best shit. That's the most impressive crap, because like, one of the whatever Bond movie it is from the 2000s looks like absolute dog shit, special effects wise, because they just don't work the way they used to.
They don't make them like they used to. Yeah, and like even just like simple tricks with like rotoscoping or like the illusions that they used were still practical.
Absolutely.
It was,
that perspective. Like, I mean, Elf was one of the last ones I felt like that did it really well, where they did all that pulling perspective to make everyone look big or small, and that's amazing. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen, Charlie?
Scariest movie I've ever seen.
What's cut you right to your bones?
Whew. Again, 13-year-old Charlie's first instinct was 13 Ghosts. That movie was
nice.
Pretty trippy.
There's some weird ass shit in that.
There's some weird shit in there.
Is that where the woman gets squished?
I believe so.
Yeah, that one's. I remember that. I remember being uncomfortable by that.
And now, like, as I get older, like, the term scary changes. Like, because there's scary, like, horror movies, but then there's scary, like, this really sad, I think it was a French film, excuse me if it's not, it was called Amour, and it was literally just a movie about this spouse watching their spouse slowly die, and like, that's the movie, and like, you can guess how it ends, and so like, I just remember like feeling just very like, a movie had never made me feel such feelings like that before. But not good ones, but you know what I mean?
No, but I think that's totally in line with how my brain... Funny Games is the movie that made me feel a way I never felt before. I don't know if you've seen Funny Games.
Oh, yeah. That movie is very unsettling.
But that's why it became my movie in my head of like anytime anyone asked me what the scariest movie you've seen or like the most visceral or exciting movie, it was Funny Games. I learned about myself while watching it. You don't get that. Or Martyrs is another one that I also kind of...
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
Martyrs is a French extremist film that's fucking... Whoa! It's a lot of that.
Yeah. Scariest...
But you like the horror comedy thing. Where are you on Bruce Campbell's legacy? How are you like on the Evil Dead series?
I love all the Evil Dead series. You know, Army of Darkness and all that stuff. Because I love.
How would you rate them? How would you rate it top three? The original
shit.
3. We can leave. Actually, put the show in there too.
Okay, I haven't watched the whole show yet, so I mean, I gotta get through that. But I mean, it's amazing.
We get it. We know what it is.
I love Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
But Evil Dead 1 is so good. Oh, man. So there's
It is
Evil
really
Dead,
tough.
There's Army of Darkness. That's it, right? No, what else?
Yep, it's 1, 2, and Darkness.
Oh man. I think I'll go 1, Darkness 2.
That's mine.
Yeah,
well done.
Nice.
Because 1 is genuinely horrifying when you're a kid, and it's also kind of scary when you look back at it now. A lot of those practical effects, where the one where they're like dragging her outside and there's just one spotlight.
Yeah, talk about unsettling.
It is unsettling. It's weird. It's almost like
weird.
Too real.
Too real. Yeah.
2 is tough because it's kind of like it's the most accessible because it's so goofy, but there's so much. Army of Darkness is so campy. It's like the Die Hard 2 of the series, or when they ramp up a sequel and it doesn't quite make sense why they ramped it up so hard. But that's what makes it great. Yeah, it's like a different movie. Yeah, I love Army of Darkness. I have a huge Bruce Campbell collection laying around my house.
No kidding. That's
my hero. It's a hero.
He's great.
He was a security guard who became a guy who acted for money. That's cool. I dig that. He was just like,
he's a living legend.
Yeah, now he's a legend, and he was just a guy who wanted to work by acting. So I dig that. I feel the same way. Sure, I'd like to be punk, but you mean I could just work? That'd be sick.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Are we frozen again?
I think we may be frozen.
Unbelievable. Let it go. Let it go. Oh my goodness. We'll get it back.
It'll be back.
Did I ever watch the show Mega's XLR? No. I never did. I watched a lot of the Bruce Campbell shows, the Jack of All Trades, Briscoe County Jr., all that campy ass shit, but I have not seen Mega's XLR. Have you seen Mega's XLR, Charlie?
I have not.
I have not. Oh my gosh. So where are you stuck right now in this process? Because right now I'm sitting right at graffiti.
I'm sitting at graffiti, baby. We're sitting
maybe we'll let it
think. Yeah. I wonder if they're waiting for more people. A really good, one cool thing about this lockdown is, and watching movies is, my buddy set up a whole Discord channel for a bunch of friends to just kind of watch movies together and just hang out and spend time with one another. And it was really cool because I gained a completely new circle of friends because of it.
Nice.
And I never would have ever known if it weren't for a pandemic.
No, the internet's been amazing.
Clutch.
This whole experience. Yeah.
Clutch.
Again, that's how I kind of
internet's
reached
so
out to Reed and was like, "Oh, you game? Let's fucking game."
Let's do
because
it.
I normally I would have never found a way to talk to you. Now it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, cool. I'm so." This is what it would be like if we're meeting up like on a night on tour or something, but now we don't have to go anywhere.
Totally.
We're trying to recreate all the things. Let's restart this. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I don't know how to.
Did I watch Burn Notice? I watched Burn Notice, absolutely. I think Burn Notice is one of my favorite shows to make fun of and parody because of how goofy it is. Basically, that guy just every episode is just explaining what being a spy is, and so. Normally, I wouldn't have completely avoided you altogether, Reed. I probably just would have been. Oh my God, putting me on blast.
Salty.
Yeah. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Yeah. What did I do to you? I thought we were cool, man. That's right. I do avoid everybody. I'm a van sleeper. I live in my van when I'm on tour, so I'm anxious. I get anxious around people.
Hey, man, it happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. You go on red carpets. You've been on red carpets before.
I have.
What is there a dark side of the red carpet? Because there's all the glitz and the glamour, but someone's got to put the trash somewhere, and there's got to be bathrooms. You got to smoke cigarettes somewhere. What's the sad part of the red carpet?
Buddy, boy, I got it. Now we're getting to the fun nitty gritty parts. First of all, like when you get on those things, it's cool, but at the same time, it's everyone shouting at you to look at their camera, and like it gets overwhelming because like you're trying to give everybody a fair shake, and it's like over here, hey, look over here, and you're just like Jesus Christ, oh, okay.
But there's got to be like a good feeling behind the fact that everyone's
amazing. Yeah, you're like, hell yeah, dude, I'll look here. So it definitely
yeah, you tell me where to look, baby. I'm looking there.
I'm looking. The sad ones are where like, it's not necessarily like a red carpet event for say like a show or a movie that I'm in. Like I'm going to something that has a red carpet and there are photographers lined up. And you go and you step on the carpet and like they all kind of like look at each other like, are you gonna do it? And then just one person like takes a picture and goes, thanks. And then you're just like, thanks. Okay, great. I had a funny experience where my buddy Karan Sony, he was in betas with me, but he was also in the Ghostbusters movie. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. I've loved it since I was a kid.
Ooh,
he invited me to the premiere, which is such an amazing, awesome thing. It was me and my buddy Adam, and Adam is also an actor, and we were dressed up kind of nicely, and we weren't like no one was telling us what to do, like no one was giving us any direction, and we didn't want to bother Karan because he was doing press. So we were kind of just like standing just like awkwardly at the beginning of this red carpet and like just looking around, and Kristen Wiig is walking behind us and she's trying to get her pictures taken at the beginning of the red carpet. And all of a sudden I hear, hey, kid from Hung, get out of the way. So we were just like, all right, we'll see you later.
Oh, that's a bummer, but also hysterical.
But what? I wasn't supposed to be there. Like, it's no.
What does that even mean? What a weird world where it's like you shouldn't be on this part of the camera carpet, but also
my mistake, man.
Yeah.
Look at them bits. Thanks, dog.
Have you ever had an awkward bathroom run-in with any of these people? That's right. I'm going right back to shit because that's how I roll.
Awkward.
Because what I imagine is there's a tube of photos that you walk through, and that's the red carpet, and then you have to go to the area because it's like in an amphitheater or whatever it is, a hall. You have to get to the area to get to your seats. So that must be the weird no man's land zone of like everybody in the publicist is running around.
Premiere because this was super fun. So it was the carpet, and then there was like a separate other carpet where it was like Ghostbusters fanatics lined up against barricades. And speaking of the game we're playing, there was a lot of celebrities walking down the carpet, but the one that I was the most excited for was Tony Hawk was there. And the only person that I like snuck a picture of with my cell phone was Tony Hawk walking down this crazy red carpet. So bathroom stories.
It's okay.
No.
We all like these stories too.
I won't say the film, but I did go to another premiere for another movie, and afterwards, everyone rushed to the bathroom because we all had to use the bathroom, and it was just silent. Like normally people are like, "Oh, that was great! Like good stuff, congratulations!" It was silent. No one was saying anything, and it was just kind of like, oh boy, well, let's get out of here. I do remember Pete Wentz was there. That's the only person celebrity that I can recall.
Pre-dick or post-dick?
Pre-dick or post-dick? What?
Well, you don't know. He showed his wiener to the internet.
Oh,
I genuinely think it was a promotion for one of his albums.
Oh wow.
So it
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
recall.
It's okay.
And
You
slash
can
A.
Google it.
Sorry,
You can
but
Google it on your own. That's on your own time. That's amazing. Have you ever witnessed like a devastating reaction to a loss at one of these events, at one of these award shows?
A devastating loss. No.
Emily's saying, "Don't act like you have not." Oh, apparently Reed hasn't seen it either. Whatever. Okay. Well, Google it now. It's just a dong.
Dong.
It's just a friggin' dong. They're all
I'm
the
not
same.
opposed to seeing Pete Wentz's dong. Don't get me wrong. I just don't recall.
You may have run across it. Yeah, you.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, I saw it in passing, but okay. I apologize. I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
No, I'm trying to remember what the question was. It was the bathroom one, right?
No, a crippling loss. Have you ever watched
crippling
someone have a crippling loss?
Oh gosh, no, thankfully. Mostly myself, I guess I would say, like a role that I really wanted, or a gig that I was really pining for that I didn't get. I've seen that crippling loss.
Oh sure. No! Well, what is that? What is I've seen you? Okay, so one of the interviews I watched, you touched on it on the carpet. You were talking about I feel like it's just that's that weird difference that I don't understand as a musician, where it's kind of like, yeah, I've auditioned for stuff, but like the stakes are high, and it has to do with a lot of like feel and a lot of like how you bounce off of people at times and stuff like that. When you're an actor, what is it? What is the whole idea of getting there and selling yourself? How do you feel when you're in there? It's got to be because not only are you're not yourself, you're playing a character, but you're also you selling yourself. It's a pretty wild brain split.
Yeah,
if you ask me.
it's funny. Again, before this pandemic, I used to say that my least favorite thing about being an actor was auditioning. Now I would do anything to get into another audition room, but it's tough because first of all, you go into this waiting room where it's other people competing that also may look like you. It's a weird kind of.
That's nutty. That's an interesting insight to it. The idea that you walk in and it's a couple other Charlies just also nervously tapping their feet. Yeah, that's weird.
Precisely. But then what's kind of cool is that like we all see each other a lot, so we all know each other, and it's kind of just like, hey, it's like, hey, how are the kids, or what.
But that's also interesting is that you have this like legion of other similar people that that's not. I know other guitarists, but we all kind of look just a little weirder and different than the other. You have this like weird little like wonderful group
network of people that we're competing. That's kind of at the end of the day. That's what it is.
But you're always kind of
competing
in entertainment. That's part of it. I feel. So
it's always such a weird experience, and then walking into a room full of strangers, and what I'm learning as I get older is that within the entertainment industry, within anything really, everybody is just trying to not get fired. So like everyone just wants to make sure that they keep their jobs or that they get their jobs. So it's one of those, they're more nervous than you are type of situations, but they'll never show it. You know what I mean? At least that's what I'm trying to get into my head so I don't get so nervous anymore. But it's, it's hard because you prepare and you work your ass off, and you have this thing that you think is unique to your own and really special, and you're really proud of it, and then you can go in there and most of the time you kick ass and it's a lot of fun, and then sometimes you just utterly fail. You just fall flat on your face, and you're kind of just like, well, that completely happened, and that's gonna be the end of that story. But hey, I'll know better for next time.
Can you remember your most abysmal bomb? Am I pulling on a scab or a wound?
No. It's so funny. Like I was thinking about this the other day. Like when I was really young, and I've talked about this before, I auditioned for All That like
Whoa.
so many times.
That's
many
why.
times.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. And it was like an audition for Saturday Night Live. Like you had to come up with like 3 different characters, and there was always like some thing that they would have you do in the room. But it's like, you know, and not to the fault of the casting directors or the producers. It's like they can't give any false hopes or pretenses. So like they just sit there and they don't laugh. They don't laugh at all.
Oh my god!
So
and you're a kid.
I'm a child, and so I'm like,
brutal.
I wonder if this is where like my anxiousness stems from. Of like, I distinctly remember like I had a character where I was like a surfer drummer guy, and like the character was just bombing. It wasn't going anywhere, and it was just silent and stoic. And I'll never forget. I was just going, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Like I was just, get me out of here. This is so bad. That sticks out most just because it's the image of it is funny. But like, you know, if I had a nickel for every audition where I walked out and I was like,
well, yeah, because it's kind of, I feel like you have to cast a big net and do a lot of auditions and get a lot of no's.
Yeah, of course. And like you said, or, you know, there's a phrase where it's like, you can't book every job, and it's totally true. It's like, you know, not every opportunity is yours. So
I love that thing that a lot of people don't always have with the perspective of being a working artist, is that it's not always as whoop, whap, boop, boop as cool as it is. There's a lot of just shit you have to do, and I like talking about that a lot on this show is because there's a lot of shit you gotta do, that you have to deal with a lot of failure before you get any modicum of success, and that modicum of success is always going to be under some other thing you wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So a lot of artists are usually the most neurotic and sad of all of them.
It's very true. I was to say, like, case in point is this year, like I was saying earlier, a lot of stuff that I had done was released. So it may have seemed like I was having a really busy kick-ass year, but I was sitting on my butt like everybody else.
Hell yeah. I feel the same way.
Not to discredit myself, I was recording in my closet every once in a while, but like, you know, it's like you were saying, it's not always
there's not a lot of zip zapper zop for most of it.
Zip zap zop. It's a lot of
hey,
cry,
I was a theater kid too.
sub.
Don't worry. Don't you worry.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of working to go up constantly, and that's a hard thing. A lot of people who have a career in a different field, you kind of get set into longer patterns, whereas obviously you've gotten you know, I don't like lucky. I think lucky is such a shitty thing to say to someone who works really hard. You've had the success of Trollhunters, where it has now moved on, what was it, 3 seasons, now a movie?
Yeah.
So you had 3 seasons of the movie. That is on you guys and the team that made it and all that stuff. But also, not everything does that. And you have to kind of like, it took a lot of things that didn't do that to get to that. It's like there was a couple dome splitters before Wasted Mind or whatever. It's like you put out a lot of stuff. Yeah. And not everything hits. Absolutely. It's wild. It's really tough. And I think that's really fun to talk about because you have the punk mindset, I've noticed, if you will. You've got you're there.
Grew up in the scene. I grew up in the DUI. Yeah.
And did you say the DUI?
I did. I grew up in the DUI.
I was driving drunk all fucking day.
Since I was 5 years old, baby. But no, that mentality of kind of like, you know, you just keep going, and if you got to do it yourself, you do it yourself.
What else are you gonna do at this point? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to do anything else. I feel like I've done every shitty job, and I'm happy that I've done them, but I also really like doing stuff like this, and I'm sure it's the same way. It takes a lot of explaining to yourself that you're cool to keep going. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's really, really odd like that. Well, shit. Do we? I guess we're done with Tony Hawk, right? We don't. Do you want to go back?
Whatever's clever, bro. I'm
There's
chilling.
nothing here.
Yeah.
I got 15 minutes before we hit the point where we've hit the limit that we got to do. If you're comfortable with playing games, let's play games and not even pretend like anyone's watching.
Yeah. Fuck it.
It's part of the fun, but also if you've got something to do tomorrow morning, don't let me keep you.
No, I'm good.
What else? What do you got? What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing?
Tomorrow,
That bongo. Let's see that bongo. You've been hitting that all night.
Oh, that was my desk.
Oh, damn. It sounds like a pretty good bongo.
Thank you. Yeah, man. Tomorrow, I'll probably just play some guitar, work on my scripts.
Oh, actually, fuck that. We don't need to play Tony Hawk. Let's talk your guitars. Let's see those guitars behind you.
Oh, sure.
I like collections. I like what people have.
Yeah. What do I have here? And my strings are so dirty because I haven't gotten to get new ones in a minute.
I have not changed my strings since the last show we played. I don't care at this point. Yeah, fuck it.
This is my Gibson Melody Maker.
Ooh, that's crisp. Oh, she's pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, she gets the job done.
Dang, is that what you use the most of the time? Is that your go-to?
This is my go-to. Yeah. I say was lightly because I'll show you what I've been mostly jamming on during the quarantine. But yeah, this is all the Much Better live shows and the record. It's simple but effective, man. Like it really.
It's simple. It's to the point, and it has a big old sound. I don't hate.
And then getting a little fancier. I have a Fender Toronado.
Dang! Look how pretty that is.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I don't think I've seen one of those.
They don't make them for some reason anymore. I don't know why. I love them. The cool kind of like weird, almost mixture of a jazz master kind of body with a Strat kind of feel, and pickups galore.
It's beautiful. It's got that. It's like an old car.
It is got that nice little stripe.
Yeah, the stripes
kind of
in there.
It's not quite it's like a goldish kind of, I actually had one back in the day in high school, but it unfortunately was stolen out of my car in Terre Haute, Indiana, because of course it was.
That sucks. Yeah. I mean, both the fact that it was stolen and Indiana.
Yeah. This is the first bass that I ever owned, and it's more for just sentimentality because I beat it to shit, as you can see.
Oh wow, yeah, it looks like you've put a lot of work back into it.
Yeah, it doesn't play.
You're missing a couple
of strings.
In the time that you've had it and the time that you've had off, you just haven't thought to like slap a couple of strings on it and wipe it down.
My dad just gave this to me not too recently.
Oh, okay.
He was cleaning out their storage unit.
Oh, fun! What did you find? Any other cool shit in there? I love me a good storage unit clean out. That used to be my life.
Hold on, it's within reach. I'll be right back.
Take your time. I can talk to people. Hi, it's me. I run this show. It's my whole thing. I'm Devon, and I've oh, Charlie's back.
I'm back.
Thank God. I was bombing there.
I'm about to drop everything. Oh, but yeah, so like I said, I am a huge Ghostbusters fan. So I have one of the old, like,
whoa.
You remember these things?
Yeah, absolutely.
Extreme close-up. The wand is, I like to call it the Bluetooth wand for my niece, so she understands. There's no wires.
Well, that's adorable. That's amazing.
But getting back to my guitars, of course, I have to have the Mark Hoppus P bass.
Oh, nice!
The baby blue, yeah. I played this in the movie Bandslam, but again, the original one was stolen from me, unfortunately. And then, yeah. I got
well, what about this acoustic? What's the acoustic again?
This one, my dad got me as a gift. It's an Alvarez, but it's the Grateful Dead.
What? What?
Yeah,
You were gonna
dude.
leave that out? You were like, nah, let's not show that fucking thing. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Love gaudy instruments. I
Yeah.
absolutely adore them. I think they are so fun. Dang. What?
Yeah.
What does that go for on a? Do you know what it goes for like on a resale market? Have you looked it up ever?
No, I don't want to break my dad's heart. I would never resell this.
Oh, you don't have to. I guess in my
It's like-
head, I'm just more like, that's beautiful, and the Grateful Dead stuff, I feel like retains some sort of value. They're
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
beautiful.
It's pretty wild.
there's a logo inside of the other logos.
It's great. And then this is my nice little Martin practice kind of.
Oh, is it the Tiny Martins?
The tiny Martin.
Yeah, I used to love
Perfect
those.
for me. I'm a tiny boy. I got little tiny hands.
Hey,
so.
it's good for the tiny hands.
Perfect size. Yeah.
Perfect for those tiny hands.
Yeah. That's your axe report.
Dang, that's a tight ass name that I just never thought to call it that. Bam, you're laying it down. Let's see if there's anything else I didn't ask you. Oh, did you know that there's your character from Bully has a pretty big fan art community around Melvin?
Oh, I did not know this.
I
at
would have
all.
grabbed a bunch of the screenshots, but yesterday happened and I just didn't get to it on the show.
Yeah.
Man, check it out. There's quite a bit. People love Melvin. You,
Oh, really?
you create, yeah. Show
to
us the
know.
art. I will one day, but
Is
but
it,
yeah,
is it like
either
on
way,
Tumblr
it's,
or how do I feel like such a? Is it on the Tumblr? How do I download it onto my?
you can go ask Jeeves about it.
Yeah, ask Jeeves.
But, yeah, but also you're old enough to know about Ask Jeeves, so we're all good.
1000%. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I've asked you tons of questions. We failed at playing Tony Hawk. We're at about
demolished me at playing Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I also I see that. and I'm sorry. I really am.
Hey man, like I said, if we were playing Thug, you would have been fucking
I would have
wrecked.
been dead. I would have been fucking dead. Everyone would have hated me. Everyone would have got their dream of calling me names on the show.
Finally.
Yeah, finally you get to do it. I don't know. We're hitting the end. I think we're hitting the end. I know when to call it. I'm an
No
adult.
worries. Yeah.
But
we're
let's see. Any other questions I can fart out? In chat, do you have any questions? Anything going like that? Let me know. I'm gonna look for somebody to raid. I know you're not familiar with that term. That's
I'm
when
not.
you end your show. You find someone who's streaming currently, and you dump your viewers on them as a mode of good tidings, if you will.
That's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like there's a couple people hanging out who are having fun.
Yeah, but
But there's also my favorite. We're just going because Games Done Quick is my favorite thing that's going on.
Thanks for the
I don't know if you know.
sub,
Do you know anything about
baby.
speed running?
I do. I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Games Done Quick is the big charity speed run where they. Oh, thank you for the sub, Shannon. I really appreciate you. I thank you so much for stopping by. But let me do this quick thing. So Tuesday we've got Hunt Cassidy, professional wrestler, coming on. He's great. We did a video with him. He's a Chicago wrestler who fucking shreds. And we play. Oh, he sang a song with us at Fest. What a wonderful,
Nice.
wonderful being. Hunk will be here, and then Decent Criminal is going to be here from Wiretap Records playing Mario Kart, I think, on Thursday.
Ooh, very
so
cool.
that'll be happening. What's in the future for you, baby? What do you want to put? Do you want to plug anything? You want to give me some plugs?
I'll give you some plugs. I would just say be on the lookout for much better stuff. I mean, we're trying to get stuff done while we're separated. Obviously.
Yes. Listen to Much Better. Much Better. I put it in
you.
the chat. It's obscenely good. And
Thank
if
you.
I would have to say, overlooked. I think it's
Oh,
overlooked.
thank you, Devin. I really appreciate
It's unfortunate. I feel like you should have more people being hyped on it because it's really fucking good. It's a really cool mix. It's like it's got like Diarrhea Planet mixed with like almost like a Sass Dragons. It's a Chicago thing, but like yeah, it's really raucous rock with cool lyrics. I like it.
Thanks, dude. That's exactly what we're aiming for.
Yeah, and I think you nailed it. And that, again, that little octave lead that you did stands out so cool in the first tune. I just kept like going back to it, going like, yeah, damn, that was a fucking good move. That was a good move.
Thank you.
You done good.
Yeah. Other stuff to plug?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and if there's not, who cares? Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you
this was so much fun. Yeah, I mean, like, if in terms of video games going, the Trollhunters game is quite fun.
Okay,
I don't think you can do
here's my next ask. Would you want to sit back and while I play that game sometime?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we should do that. I think that'd be very
fun.
We can do it where you had to monitor my progress in your game. I've never done something so absurd. That might be really fun. We should do that sometime.
Let's try it, yeah.
But okay, everybody, this is Charlie Saxton, the most wonderful guest I've had. Don't tell the others. Well, I'm going to dump you on Games Done Quick. Donate to their cancer charity and all that shit. It's so tight. I don't know what they're running right now, but it's great. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.